Alright, hello everyone and welcome now to game number 2 in this series, and well, salutations from my daughter.
Hi.
Alright, getting on into game number 2 in this series between Check and Life. Aria, please go read. Go read. No, I want you to read in the other room. You're gonna get distracted. Aria, listen to Daddy.
Okay.
Thank you. Alright, hello everyone and now welcome to game number 2 in this series between Check and Life. The teal player so far having a 1-0 lead as we see teal spawning at what I'll call the 3 o'clock position of Terranist stand. Meanwhile, blue has spawned at the only other location on this map at the 9 o'clock position. Teal versus blue once more. Gonna go ahead and speed things up to 4 times speed. As well, we already know what's going to be happening. Training of demon hunters respectively on both sides of the map. Ancients of War going to be supported after an archer launches a lone arrow at the renegade wizard and now pulling back. Archers should end up getting lightning shielded. Not quite sure what's happening. There you go. There's the lightning shield as the archer is now in position to get damage across all 3 units. Very, very effective play by teal in order to try and save all this. Alright, archer now needs to move as the demon hunter is going to go ahead and clean up the remainder of these units. Alright, renegade wizard down to 111 hit points and will finally get taken down. Meanwhile, back off to the north, lightning shield strategy seems to be rinse and repeated as well by blue. Maybe a little bit slower than teal. Not quite sure how the positioning works out on the north side versus the south side. Perhaps minor differences in the map and how things work out can change how creeps do respond to these particular units. Ancient of War gonna go ahead and make its way over. You're gonna see, perhaps, are we gonna see a mana burn onto the Forest Troll Shadow Priest? I would suspect that to be the case as he is taking a little bit more damage. Not gonna go in and pull back and allow the Ancient of War to absorb a bit of damage. 3 Forest Trolls just launching axes at that Ancient of War. Meanwhile, you can see the Demon Hunter going after the 3-1-1 creep camp as the Ancient of War here is making the slow trek to the Goblin Merchant Shop. Both sides with very similar strategies and openings so far. Ancient of War dangerously low on hit points, sub 70 now. As you can see, the Ancient of War down to 54, but I think it will end up surviving down to 75 hit points and rising as one Forest Troll cannot take down a regenerating Ancient of War. Demon Hunter sitting at level 2 may try to get to level 3, finishing off this remainder 3-1-1 creep camp. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter here looking to finish off the Goblin Merchant Shop. And by doing so, we should be neck and neck tied in terms of experience. Demon Hunter finishing off 1 Kobold. Both sides will have level 3 Demon Hunters, allowing for level 2 mana burns. And whoever gets that mana burn off first generally ends up winning that first battle and scrimmage. Alright, let's take a look at this. Archer now making its way over, going after the Renegade Wizard, purposely trying to split apart the aggro here. Demon Hunter does mana burn down the Renegade Wizard as the Renegade Wizard does get taken out. Boots of Quelt the Lost were dropped. Very, very powerful items indeed, as it does grant additional 1.8 armor and 6 attack. That is the benefit compared to just your standard. Oh, detonation not in time as the Demon Hunter now getting ready and in position here. Alright, Demon Hunter now trying to finish off this Renegade Wizard. Demon Hunter could easily get to level 3 here. Did not get to level 3 earlier. Does finally pick up Vampiric Aura. Very, very powerful item for the Demon Hunter. 10%, well, regeneration per attack as the Demon Hunter now looks to finish off the Enforcers and these Brigands. Tech to tier 2 nearly already complete on both sides. Oh, already complete by blue. We should be looking at dual Ancients of Lore in just a moment as well, as the Ancients of Lore are absolutely key and critical. To getting those Dryads and those Bears. It looks like that will be the strategy, as we do see a Keeper of the Grove by both sides this time around, indicating that it may be a little bit of a longer game than game number 1. Both sides are not going to have the ability to easily pick off units with the help of a Naga Sea Witch and those cold arrows. Demon Hunter now just pretty much on the run. Will be able to head back. There's a mana burn. There's a mana burn. Both sides burning 100 mana from their respective opponent. and now both sides looking to back off once more. Demon Hunter looking to head off to the north, sitting at 3 2/3, or maybe 3 3/4 at this point. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter here sitting at a flat 3 with now a level 1 Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove down at the south still has not made its way out yet. Assassin gonna get taken out along with the bandits and the apprentice wizards. Demon Hunter may actually get to level 4 if it does end up working out. Let's see, is it going to get close? No, it is not going to get that close. These level 1 apprentice wizards, just not enough experience. Well, nope. 3 experience enough, as the Demon Hunter does in fact get to level 4. Keeper of the Grove is in position. Level 4 on the Demon Hunter, going up against a level 3 Demon Hunter. Level 4 Demon Hunter should normally win those battles, but a level 5 with level 3 mana burn is going to be key as well. Scroll of Town Portal given to the Keeper of the Grove. Staff of Preservation sending the Demon Hunter back home, as we are now looking at, well, Ancient of Wonders on the move. So far, no one really having a clear, distinct advantage. Keeper of the Grove does, in fact, have that Vampiric Aura, and having Vampiric Aura may be the saving grace for the Blue Night Elf, since he did, in fact, want to go for a very late game strategy. If you have Vampiric Aura, you do mitigate the Thorns Aura of your opponent, at least a level 1 variation, as the Demon Hunter now looking to finish off some more units here. Alright, see every swipe, you can see him generating about 8 hit points, as the Kobold Geomancer could get taken out. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter off over here to the south has a Potion of Greater Healing and should be getting level 2 on that Keeper of the Grove, meaning level 1 Thorns Aura. Back down to the south, here we go. Demon Hunter lying in wait, ready to go after the Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler taking a lot of damage. Is it going to be able to get a shot off onto the Keeper of the Grove? No, it will not. Poison only on the Demon Hunter, as Scroll of the Beast now given to the Keeper of the Grove. Perhaps the most useless unit, or useless item, excuse me, is that Scroll of the Beast, as you should be getting bears in just a moment, and, well, you'd rather just sell the item instead of using it. There is that Scroll of the Beast. Perhaps the Demon Hunter says, you know what, maybe I will want it in an earlier engagement than I think I will. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 2. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 2. Demon Hunter sitting at 3. 3-1-1 creep camp gonna get cleared out. Very low hit point again. Very low level. And no leveling up to level 4. Demon Hunter going after the Ancient of War. Looks like it will get taken down. Druid of the Claw now here, ready to go after clearing out some of his opponent's creep camps. And creeps at this stage is a resource. There is no easy way to farm and gain additional levels unless you go after those creeps. And if you do not go after those creeps and your opponent takes down just 2 or 3 of them, that is a very big experience gain, as your opponent gains 100 while you let or lose out on gaining 100 as well. So that discrepancy does become larger and larger. Demon Hunter, both sides mana burning right there. Both sides now, ready to come back into their respective corners and try and figure out what their follow-up play will be. 4-2 going up against a 3-2, almost level 4. It looks like we're going to be ready to go here in just a moment. Demon Hunter now chasing after an Ancient of War. Where are all of these units going to go next? Demon Hunter now heading back off to the north, as the Keeper of the Grove heads off to the north as well. We do see a single Goblin Zeppelin being added into the group. We could have some sort of Zeppelin play, as the Keeper of the Grove is still lying here ready to go. Demon Hunter heads off to the north, sells an item, picks up a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Demon Hunter knocking on the door of the Altar of Elders, as we see 50 over 50 supply compared to, 50 over 50. Pretty much dead even so far, as we now have an Entangle go down on a Druid of the Claw, who is losing a large amount of hit points, but was getting rejuvenated. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. Ancient of War slowly making the walk in. There's the mana burn exchange, as the Druids of the Claw are now ready to fight back once more. Rejuvenation going across multiple units, as they are now back into bear form. Dryads, are we going to see, Staff of Preservation saving a low hit point unit right there. Wisp being brought over to try and detonate, as the Keeper of the Grove, not a Keeper of the Grove, a Druid of the Claw now getting taken down there. Scroll of Town Portal forcing a retreat by Teal. Are those bears going to fall? No. Moonwell just in time as that bear lives to fight another day. All right, multiple bears need to go back into bear form. We need to see some rejuvenations. There is one rejuvenation. Another rejuvenation should be lying in the works, ready to go as we head off to the north. Keeper of the Grove looking to pick up, well, Scroll of Healing and Scroll of Protection.
Bears?
Yep, bears. All right, Goblin. Yep, a Goblin Zeppelin. I thought you were going to read. Okay. All right, back down across here. Archers looking to head out across the map. You can see Druids of the Claw now making their way back to the base. It could be another Goblin Zeppelin drop onto the Entangled Gold Mine as the Goblin Zeppelin is looking to get absolutely cleaned up. Back down across here, we do see a Hunter's Hall showing 58 over 60 supply compared to 47 over 50. The longer the game goes, where, well, it is 47 over 50 compared to low upkeep, that is just going to be a much more difficult situation. Demon Hunter is already in position and should be able to, or should end up getting dropped here. There's a Goblin Zeppelin keeping track as all the units are now just going to simply unload and now go after this Hunter's Hall. Demon Hunter does get to level 4 here. What happened? It looked like though a bear took down a Wisp off to the north, and that was enough to ultimately win out. All right, Hunter's Hall gonna get taken down. There it goes. Mana Burn. Are the units gonna try and get picked up, be able to escape? Dryad's gonna go ahead. Staff of Preservation saves one unit. Scroll of Town Portal trying to teleport all the units away. Goblin Zeppelin gets taken out as Teal wins out on that battle. Back off to the north. Keeper of the Grove heading off to the north here, looking to see where he can perhaps travel to next. Druids of the Claw all lying in wait. Yeah, they're all lying in wait, ready to go, ready for that next battle as the Keeper of the Grove now makes its way back down to the south. So far, not quite sure what to make of this yet, as the Druids of the Claw of Blues just seem to be in a much better position than the Druids of the Claw of Teal. But we do see Wisp being brought over to a very big fight. 70 over 70 compared to 48 over 70. Well, a 22 supply difference. I'm not quite sure how he was able to amass that big of a difference as the detonation does go down. All right, 5, 6. Is that, no, 9 bears? 1, 2, 3. Stop moving. Yeah, 9 bears being brought over. That is an absolutely huge army at this point. They are not upgraded at all compared to 1-1 upgrades. So perhaps that is the big difference there. 1-1 upgrades compared to, well, 3 additional bears, as the bears are now going to go ahead and fight on in here. All right. Entanglement. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? No. I believe that Staff of Preservation missed and hit the wrong unit. Reveal now coming across as the bears are now continuing to fight. Keeper of the Grove in the backfield with Vampiric Aura isn't going to be able to inch out a win long enough as the bears are in the front line, just dealing terrible, terrible damage. All right, another bear almost taken down. It looks as though that bear down to 217 hit points. 184 could get taken out as well. This bear gets taken down. Blue losing lots of bears right now, and this is more than he can bear. Bear is going to continue to just roll on over as the Blue Demon Hunter tries to stand firm at this front door, but the Demon Hunter of Teal is knocking very loudly. All right, Staff of Preservation, low hit point bear is going to go ahead and retreat. More bears now coming back in from the north. What is happening here? All these units should perhaps be trying to get away. Keeper of the Grove down over here as well as the Demon Hunter trying to engage. Going to go ahead and pick that back up here in just a moment, as we could be seeing more units trying to head back around. What is Teal doing? Teal is really just playing a very dangerous game, trying to escape with all of these low hit point units. 5 units, I gotta believe, are 100 hit points or less, while still sitting at 58 over 70 supply. All right, bears, and lots of them are hurting. Where are they going to be able to travel to next? Goblin Zeppelin now did spot all of those units. Keeper of the Grove and Druid of the Claw, where are they going to be retreating to? Keeper of the Grove could just come up, entangle a unit, and try and finish it off that way. Nope, not going to end up happening, as the units are now making their way back down south. All right, Keeper of the Grove ready to go. Bears ready to go. Overall supply. Blue sitting at 45 over 70 compared to Teal's 59 over 70. A big difference once again, as we are still waiting to see how many Dryads Teal is going to go for. Teal extremely low on Dryads, doesn't have that much range, and that could actually be his downfall. Meanwhile, let's take a look at Blue. Blue does have only one Dryad as well, and he has a smaller army. Always difficult to calculate who's going to win with the small army versus the large one. Just because your army is larger doesn't mean you have the proper understanding of timing, placement, when to focus, when to micro, when to macro, all of those items there, as the Demon Hunter now ready to move on forward, sitting at level 4 and level 3. Yep, large army of bears and dryads now making their rounds. Where will they possibly go next? That is the big question. As the it's a bear crew, as the bears are now making their way over. All right, there's a quick roar. Dryads now making their way out across, and it looks like it will be knocking on the door of Blue here in just a moment. 50 over 70 compared to 61 over 70. 11 supply difference. Is it enough of a difference here, as we are looking at 1-2 upgrades compared to 0-0? Blue with the superior upgrades. Teal with the superior numbers, going after all these units. Teal now trying to make an escape through with his Goblin Zeppelin. Scroll of Healing quickly used there, as we now see the Keeper of the Grove looking to back off again. Mana Burn. Are we still seeing an entangle? Yes, we are. Level 5 now on the Demon Hunter, trying to go after the Keeper of the Grove. Down to 21 hit points. Could get taken down. Bears trying to go down after all of those units. Going after the Demon Hunter could work as well. There goes the Demon Hunter. Keeper of the Grove should get taken down here in just a moment. There it goes, as the remaining units are now trying to flee. Keeper of the Grove back down to the south, as this Keeper of the Grove low on hit points, but does somehow end up surviving. All right, Entangle onto the Keeper of the Grove, down to 49 mana. Down to 0 mana now, as the Keeper of the Grove does get to level 4 on the other side. Level 4 on the Keeper of the Grove. Level 3, level 3 Keeper of the Grove, and level 4, I believe, Demon Hunter. Level 5 Demon Hunter ends up falling, so we are now all tied up at 1 game apiece with Blue's victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.